Hi everybody, welcome to DayZ, and in this video we're going to be looking at a most excellent mod. Now there's a few mods that I think are absolutely outstanding in DayZ. Well, there's lots, but a couple that I've been working on recently are Red Falcon's Helis mod, Daisy Dog, and Dump Gras Building Fortifications mod, which we're going to be looking at in this video, where I show you how to install it on your remote and your local server. We'll sort of kind of look at it a little bit, kind of how to use it as well, because Daisy Dog, Red Falcon's Helis mod, and Dump Gras Building Fortifications, not only are they incredibly useful, but they're very easy to install as well. So let's come with me in here and have a look inside this house, which I've started to fortify. One of the things that I've always argued for in DayZ, and I know lots of other people have as well, is that if you were in the apocalypse, you wouldn't bother building your own fort with watchtowers and everything like that. The most common thing you would probably do would be to fortify existing buildings. And this is what you can do with Dump Gras mod. So you can see here I've boarded up this window. Something really simple but super effective. And you can do the same with doors as well. So look at this door. Not only have I boarded the door up to reinforce it, I've also got this slat across it here as well. And I could add a lock to it as well. And in fact, if I take that off, I can now... Oh, we need to take that off, sorry. We can now open the door, open the outer door, open that door, and we can get out. So we've got a really effective way of making reinforced strong doors that are very difficult to break through to protect your base. But also, more than that, the doors bit of the door barricades, you can build them independently as well, like you can see here. So it's like building a little fence, and so you could make, you know, your own little bases up with this sort of thing. So very, very powerful indeed, very, very effective, very, very subtle, because if you're outside looking in, you know, it's not completely obvious, you know, that is a barricade. All right, so very, very nice. And now I'm recording this video in March 2022. By the time you come to look at it, it could be that Dump Gras has added more things to it. So let's what do we close that door? Close that door. Ooh. And then we put that onto there, and look how lovely that is. But let's go around and look at it from the other side. So if we open this door here, there we go. Excellent. Right, okay, so how do you install this on your remote server? And we'll look at installing at your local server as well. So let's exit out of here. And so that's building fortifications. So as with most things to do with modding on DayZ, you want to head on over to Steam and you want to subscribe to Building Fortifications, and it requires CF as well. You're probably already subscribed to that, but you want to subscribe to that, and you need to make sure that you are subscribed to a Build Anywhere type mod. And this enables you to put the window barricades and the door barricades anywhere. So I've gone with Build Anywhere v3. So make sure you subscribe to that and download that. So in fact, to install Dump Gras Building Fortifications, we're going to be installing two mods. We're going to be installing Build Anywhere and Building Fortifications. So what you want to do, let me just close down all these little windows here, because we don't need those. Let's exit out of there. Dum. Let's shut that one down there. So what will happen is, once you've subscribed to them, in the launcher you'll see the mods will then download. So we should have Build Anywhere and Building Fortifications are here. So next thing we need to be able to do is we want to get these up onto our server, don't we? So what you're going to do is you're going to fire up your FTP program. This is FileZilla, but whichever one you normally do. You'll want to connect to your site, and then you want to find the workshop folder on your computer. If you're not quite sure where to find it, if you just go next to any of the mods and then just click on the little arrow, click on the little three buttons there, and then open folder in Windows Explorer. That will then take you to where they are on your local computer. If you left click up in the address bar, you can right click, copy that, go into your FTP program where it says local site, just right click on top of that, paste it on top, press enter, and that will then take you into where the server is. And then you want to upload the mods. So we've got build anywhere and we've got building fortifications, and you're uploading them into the root directory underneath, where it says DayZ standalone. So you would just right click, upload that one to do that, and then you would right click, upload that one to upload the building fortifications bit. And then you need to put the keys in the correct place as well. So when that's finished, scroll down on your server to where it says keys, open up that folder, it's appeared down here, go into build anywhere and click in the keys folder, which is here, and you would right click, upload that one, that would upload that into there, and then you'd go to building fortifications where it says keys, and you would upload that one into there. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the server starts with these particular mods, and we also need to add a few types to the types.xml on our server as well. So what you want to do is you want to go over to your DayZ server, and you'll want to go into the settings. Now, depending on who your server provider is, there'll be different ways of doing this. On Nitrado, it's in the general settings, and near the bottom you have this thing that says additional mods. So at CF, at Zombie Admin Tools, at DRL, as you see, I've added at Build Anywhere V3, semicolon, at Building Fortifications. If you're not sure about the spelling, just go into the workshop folder again, and you can just right click, you just left click, and then you can right click, copy, and then paste that into the correct place. When you are doing this, just make sure that you've got semicolons separating the mods, and it has worked for me on this server, doing it after DRL. It depends if I wouldn't probably put it at the end, but I wouldn't probably put them at the beginning either. So we've got build anywhere V3, we've got building fortifications, we'd save that. If you're on another server provider that doesn't have access to this, you've probably got direct access to your batch file, your .bat file that starts everything off. So you'll know where that is anyway if you've got access to one of those. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go into our file browser, and then we want to find the missions folder. There we go. And then this is a DRL server, so I'm going into DRL, and then we want to go into the DB directory, and then you want to go into the types file. Now this is quite a big file, it can take a while to load up. There we go. And then if you go to your computer and then go into the workshop file, if you go inside the building fortifications folder, you'll see there's types.xml. If you go into that directory, and if you edit that with your favorite text editor, you'll come up with this sort of XML snippet. So you just right click, copy that, go to your types.xml on the web, and you would just paste that in like I've done there. There we go. Just paste that in, and that adds the types for the particular things. And then you want to go down and you want to save that, and then you just want to restart your server. Tell everybody on your server that you've got these new mods on. When they fire up the DayZ launcher, they'll probably download them automatically. But what you'll want to show them and what you'll want to share with them is the instructions for how to you build all the stuff. So in the Steam Workshop for building fortifications, there's these really good infographics that you can click on, and it tells you exactly how to build the door fortification, for example. How to build the kit, how to add the frames on, what tools you need to get you through to the point where you can you can make it into a door with a hinge. And then there's also the window fortifications infographic as well, which again tells you you can even make a curtain kit like that. Real easy. So as I say, so then restart your server, It'll all fire up. Obviously do some testing to make sure it's working. Now it's very similar to install it on your local server as well. What you'll want to do is you've probably got something set up like me where you've got your DayZ folder there, and DayZ server is in the similar sort of place. So you'll just go into the workshop folder and you would copy build anywhere and building fortifications. Right click, copy those, go up to your DayZ server, you'd paste them in, and they would then appear. Building fortifications. Then you would go into each one, go into the keys, copy the key, paste it into the server key folder. Do the same for building fortifications, copy the key, paste that into there. Then you would go into your missions folder. Sorry. Then you go into your batch file. So your .bat file, and then just add building anywhere and build fortifications to your batch file, to your .bat file. It's the one that says it starts with start. So it's that line there. Your bat file might be organized a little bit differently. And again, we just add a semicolon at build anywhere underscore v3 semicolon at building space fortification semicolon. And make sure you save that. And then you go into the missions. This was a Livonia folder from what I was working on. Go into DB, go into types, edit the types, and as you can see I've already added to the types the Windows Barricade kit, and then simply start your server, and then you can dive in and start playing around with it. Very, very powerful, very, very easy, and I think that that's a critical thing for a lot of these servers, these successful mods, is that they are very powerful, very immersive. They fit in with what we're doing in DayZ, and they're simple to install and maintain and use as well. It's relatively easy to put in these barricades. So there we go. Big thumbs up for Dumpra's Windows Building Fortifications mod. If you go to the Steam page, you can click on his Patreon, throw him a couple of bucks, and be much appreciated. And this is one of the most popular mods in DayZ over the last few months. I think people are really enjoying the fact of not having to build massive bases where you've got to find loads and loads of resources. It's much quicker and more efficient just to be able to fortify existing structures, which is what you can do with this amazing mod. So there we go. Hopefully I haven't missed anything out. Oh, I tell you what I haven't talked about is that it is possible to alter the configuration of the mod in terms of how strong things are. But if you want to get into that more advanced editing of the mod, go over to Dumpra's Discord, join there, and have a look at the instructions he's got over there. He's got some tutorial videos as well, and then you can change things like how difficult it is to break in. All right, well, that's enough from me. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.